I am Nicole Jansen, and thank you so much for tuning into this video and this series. I hope you're enjoying it. When you look at the world around you, what do you see? More importantly, what do you believe to be true? I'm not talking about current events. There's no shortage of things we could talk about there. We don't have to go too far to find it. No, I'm talking about deeper. What qualities do you see in the world around you? Do you see a caring place, a kind place, or do you see one that is rude and hostile? Or maybe it's both. Maybe the world is both of those things. I've said it before and I'll say it again, beliefs drive behavior. And what we believe to be true about ourselves, others, and the world around us will become our reality. How would you like to make the world a better place for everyone? That's my motto. That's why I do the things that I do. That's why I have a podcast called The Leaders of Transformation. That's why I interview difference makers and world changers, so we can make the world a better place for everyone. And that's really what we're talking about here in this series, is giving you some tools on how to do that, to shift the way you see things and be able to create better results. So I encourage you, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. Yes, we live in a fallen world. That's the reality. There's war, there's poverty, there's oppression, there's destruction, isolation, abuse. And sometimes I get overwhelmed by all the horrible tragedies, the hate, the division that's happening like every day, and on social media, in the news. And if I allow myself, I'll believe that the world is a cold, cruel place. And that will become my reality. Yet the world is also full of love and peace and joy and beauty and all these wonderful things, abundance, unity, connection. There are countless stories of people every day that are doing really, really good things. And how do we reconcile this duality that's going on? How do we minimize the former and increase the latter? Well, let me give you a few principles that maybe you've heard already before. Number one, what we focus on expands. Number two, our words have creative power. And number three is light casts out darkness. What's common to all these things is focus. And what is focus? Power, light, it's energy. Everything is energy. And as one of my mentors says, the highest energy wins, whether that's negative or whether that's positive. So what energy are you projecting out into the world each day? Is it loving? Is it kind? Is it uplifting? Or is it fearful? Is it angry? Is it annoyed? Is that the energy that you're putting out? Frustration. One is actually very light. It's got an energy that's very uplifting, and the other one is very heavy. Take a moment and feel the weight of each emotion. Happiness, joy, peace, love, anger, frustration, bitterness, resentment, emotion, energy in motion. So when you and I focus on something, it expands. I love the quote that says, it's a scripture that says, life and death is in the power of our tongue. And the only way to eliminate darkness is to shine light in the dark places. Imagine if I had no lights on here in this room, it would be very dark. How do I make it light? I turn on a light. Consider your most dominant thoughts today. As you listen to the news, as you read social media posts, as you talk to friends and family, are they feelings that are uplifting to you? Are they uplifting others? Are they uplifting the vibration around the world? When I was young, I helped my parents build a very successful direct sales business, and we had thousands of people on our team. And I came to realize that the people on our team would they would duplicate what we did, not what we said. In fact, they would actually duplicate, and this is a tip for those of you leaders out there with teams, they would duplicate 50% of what we did well and 100% of what we did poorly. So frustrating. It's like, why are they only doing half of what we do well and 100% of what we did poorly? I don't know. Half the time it didn't even mean that they even knew about what we were doing poorly. I noticed there was people on our team, let's say they weren't purchasing their own product, and they couldn't figure out why their downline wasn't purchasing product. But psychologically, I don't know what it was, everything's energy. Somehow those people knew, and they would duplicate that as well. And then nothing would happen, and their success in their business would falter. So as part of my decision-making process, I learned to ask myself, if this was duplicated 1,000 times over, my action right now, my thoughts right now, my decisions, what I'm saying, what I'm speaking out, if it was duplicated 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times over, would I be happy with the result? You've heard me talk about the fact that what we believe, when we talk about beliefs in 3 areas, which this series, we've been unpacking this: beliefs about ourselves, others, and the world around us. SOW. We will reap what we sow. So I challenge you today, choose to stop focusing on the negative. Educate yourself, be informed, ask questions, about what's going on. Listen to what's being said. And rather than jumping on the bandwagon and escalating the negative situation, use your words to transform your situation. Diffuse hate, upset, and division, and infuse light, love, healing, hope, kindness, thoughtfulness, and understanding. Now that's good leadership. And that's what this world needs more of right now. I mean, isn't that the world you want to live in anyway? That's the world I want to live in. Beliefs aren't set in stone, and you don't have to be stuck with them. So decide to change your story today. If you have felt a certain way and you've believed a certain way, you can change it anytime. And you can be the change that you want to see in the world. So together, we have enough people doing this, we can actually raise the vibration of energy emitted and truly make a positive impact in the world. It's not just Pollyanna, it is reality. Everything is energy. All right, so we've covered the 3 areas where we have beliefs and where we hold beliefs. So we've talked about beliefs about ourselves. We talked about beliefs about others. We've talked about beliefs today about the world that we have around us. In the next video, I'm actually going to show you a results model, which is very powerful. And I think you're going to find it very enlightening. And it's going to bring many of these pieces that we've been talking about together. So stay tuned. I look forward to seeing you there.